So, good evening. I've got my Necromancer to level 125. I have got my second Necromancer to level 42, or maybe 43 in the group that I play on Thursday nights for 4 hours. I'm having a ton of fun doing that with the group. We are not doing anything particular. There's no setup like what I'm doing here at this point because, of course, we're too low. It's just a matter of having fun. I'm going to start off with the important things that I have to say here, and then I will get into about my setup at level 125, etc. The first thing is Decree for Blood. That's the first spell I use in my lineup. This is a group lineup. It's a tanking, pet tanking lineup, though it's not super heavy on the tank because these mobs just don't seem to hit as hard as earlier expansions. So I have Decree for Blood. Obviously, that's my synergy. And I have maxed synergy. If you have not maxed synergy, do not upgrade to Decree for Blood. Use the 120 or wherever it is that you have synergy popping up. It's too important. When you do max it, you'll be getting a 50% bonus to your crit. That's up from 40% for the level 120 proclamation for blood. I use the 120 call skeleton mass. This is in January 2024, and that's important because right now in January 2024, the level 125 call skeleton thrall is bugged. It does less damage, significantly less damage, like maybe 50% or 60% of what call skeleton mass does. So you don't want to upgrade to the 125 at this time. They are aware of that. It's being worked on. Hopefully it will be fixed soon. I use the level 120 Pyre. That's because my robe gives a 9% focus bonus when I use this particular Pyre spell. It does not work on the 124 Pyre, so I am not upgrading this time. If you've upgraded your gear and you have the new Pyre, then by all means, go ahead and upgrade to the 124 version. I am not there yet. I use Luggled Venom. That is the 125 Venom spell. I use Extermination, the 122 Extermination spell. You notice I have the RK2 versions. The RK2 version definitely does more damage than the prior versions. I'm still using the 120 combination dot. There is no 125 combination dot, and this is just too good with the two dots that it puts out. I finally use Ignite Remembrance. That is the mana drain, but it is not a mana tap. It's not giving you mana, but it does really nice damage. And finally, I do the level 124 second Venom, the Pallid Haze version. Another nice upgrade. I have Ghastly Leech. That's a choice that you can make. You might want to use Grasp. Grasp does more damage, but it takes 4 seconds to cast. And more importantly, from my point of view, it doesn't give you the group regen / life tap that I mainly use just because I like it to give my pet a little more extra regen. It's a choice. I have here now. I might have done dots, but if you're recasting Decree for Blood to get that synergy going every 2 to 3 spells, and you're also casting Call Skeleton Mass whenever it's up, which I do because I find it very good DPS, then you're not going to need extra dots. If you're taking a long time to kill, you might want to pop the wound line in somewhere instead of this, for instance, because I very rarely need to heal myself. I have Necrotizing Venom up, RK2. It doesn't do a lot of DPS. It's kind of useless, but it has a 20% chance of getting an Essence Emerald if you get the kill shot on it. And so part of my gamesmanship is to try and get the kill shot on mobs with that. And if I do, then, I have a small chance or a reasonable chance of getting an Essence Emerald. Same with the tap, but that's like a 2% chance, so there's hardly any chance at all. But you can't buy Essence Emerald in the bazaar right now, and so I will have to either get them this way or create my own. I have, hundreds of Essence Emeralds still, but I find that I like to be able to res people, and so I use them a lot. I like the Cascade. I don't have the Aegis block memorized at this time because my pet doesn't need it. Between these two with the heal, I can keep my pet up fine. Plus, I usually run with the cleric because experience for these mobs, so you're getting your experience from the quests. I don't mind having a mercenary up anymore, or just putting members, people I'm leveling in my group, and just have them sit there because to give them the mercenary quest experience. So that's my standard tank line, when my pet is tanking and I'm just dotting the mobs. I like to do this second mercenary quest because you can do it in 5 minutes. So you just say gift and you get the quest. And then I hit this button, and that button is drop, let go, gone, wrote, cookies, all the stuff you need to say for the quest. So it's a all-purpose quest button. Then I hit my Shift 3 key. Now I'll tell you, notice I have Death Piece here and Death Piece here. That's because sometimes I forget to shift back, and Death Piece is just I feign and I go, oh, I forgot to shift back, as opposed to porting myself somewhere, which is a mistake. So anyways, I hit gate, Shift 1, go back. And I am bound in Lorien Inn right next to the guy who gives the quest. I do this quest. You can do it every 30 minutes. And if I'm on, or just around, then I tend to do it a lot. Hit gift. And that gives me that. And I just run up here, tag this guy, hit the gift hotbar. That gives me this. And then run over to this guy, hit the gift key, run to this person, say cookie, put the cookie there, come over here, hit whisper, take this, combine, and then back to Heroes Forge, hit whisper again. This is a no-kill 5-minute 35 AA to 36 AA quest you can do every 30 minutes. Go to Zarax EQ, that's capital Z as in zebra, Alpha Romeo, Alpha X-ray, space, Echo Quebec, so EQ, Zarax space EQ. His channel is fantastic. There's a lot of information in his videos. He puts out regular videos, unlike what I'm doing now, and he gives great stuff. So you want to listen to his videos, go to Zarax EQ, check it out. You won't be disappointed. So back here, I hit the period, which gives me invis, and let's just run down here to this dude, And I say all. I think I've already got these, but you say all, and it will give you the quests for the Hero's Forge, which are 5 mob kill quests. And you can just, what is this guy here? Oh, I forgot to get my 30 some odd AAs. That's the beauty of Levant. I could do it later, but I want to make sure that the clock is ticking because I will get that again. It takes me about 30 minutes to kill 15 mobs in this zone. So here I take this little gift package, and there you go. Got some AAs. You gain experience. Let's look down here. 36 AAs. So 36 AAs on 5 minutes work. Hit shift 2. Give myself dead men floating. Back to shift 1. And I hit my period key on the number pad, which is where I've got it programmed. If I hit the minus key, it would invis me to undead, but I would forget to do that. So there I am. I'm invised. I could float over here. Back to this dude. We've already got it. I like to come over here, and you can do your warriors, your 5 warriors right here. And this group is a nice little spot. And then you don't actually have to do all of the mercenary tasks. You could just run back here and re-get that mercenary task and come back and kill the warriors. It's the same in Lorien's Inn. If you're doing the 6 mercenary tasks and there's a couple that you like to do and you don't want to do the one in the water, don't do the one in the water. Once you've finished them, you don't have to do all 6 mercenary tasks. You can just get the ones you like. Forest creatures, for instance. So we come over here. Did I tell you my setup? I told you, yeah, I'm using the 120 Call Skeleton Mass. Because of the bug that's in place right now, I am using the level 120 Pyre because I have not upgraded my focus yet. I have this line here is a hotbar that I added just so I can, anything I happen to need, for instance, this gift hotkey, which says all the words that I need to say, or if I want to give my pet a little a little illusion so that I can see what he's equipped with. I'm not going to tell you how to equip your pet right now with that bug that's in. It's dramatic in the raid environment, in the non-raid environment. I'm just not noticing a super huge difference. I mean, I've parsed and I try with no weapons, with proccing weapons, with just cheap weapons. I kind of give it cheap weapons. I think that's the right way to go, but I don't know. Parse it yourself and decide. Just know that there is an issue, and certainly on the raid environment, you don't want to do anything proccing. That's one reason I don't use like some of the proccing buffs, like Instill, because I'm trying to avoid my pet proccing. Let's see. Do I have a mercenary out? I have my mercenary out. It's active. When I use my attack key, target's up here. Pet Swarm, Pet Attack, puts the mercenary reactive because I often forget to do that. And cast Scent of Thule. So let's go ahead and pull and then hit 1. So it's already got that. So we've got hit Call Skeleton Mass, then 5, 6, 7. I've got 3 dots on. Now I want to try and get my Decree for Blood up. So I've got 14 minutes, 8, 9. Looks like I can do this again, so then I'm going to have to do Decree for Blood again. Pop that. let's see, 9. Pallid Haze. And I'll throw on some Ghastly Leech, even though I don't need to. Hit Decree for Blood, because it's down. Call Skeleton Mass. Looks like time to refresh Pyre. So that means I'm also going to refresh Venom, which means I'm going to refresh Extermination, and then I'm going to do Decree for Blood, Necrotizing Venom, which I have because, you know, it's always nice to try and get an Essence Emerald. Throw a little Cascade on there. Decree for Blood. Pyre. Okay, so that used essentially no mana. And it took me 109 seconds to kill at 631 DPS. I could do better. I often do better, but there it works. And you get 2 ability points. Hit Invis. Let's pull this little dude here. Hit my 4 key. Hit this key. Come on, you get him, buddy. Call Skeleton Mass. 5. 6. 7. There's not a lot of super changes. Okay, let's get my synergy going. All Skeleton Mass. Let's get synergy. I kind of slow on that. Let's hit Murum. Might as well get some. Go synergy down. I think it's time to refresh the big dots. And, you know, if you're faster and a little more in tune, you'll do more damage than I do. But, you know, you're doing this over and over and over again, so it doesn't matter. Now, this is every 5 minutes I can hit the Murren. And then every 7.5 minutes I can do that once. So that's 3. And this is just a nice spot to pull and do your work. So I would do these 15 mobs. It's taking me about 100 seconds for each one. So 1,500 seconds. 612, that's 25 to 30 minutes. And then you can do the second partisan task again. So that's about 100 AA. That's between the mob kills, which are giving me decent AA, and the for the mercenary tasks, you get about 11 AA for each one. So there's 30 AA from there. You kill 15 mobs. That's we'll call that 20 AAs. That's 50. And then I start it with 36 AAs, and I'm going to get another 36 AAs. So that's a half hour. You can work through your required AAs very quickly. You'll feel a sense of accomplishment. I can buy a 70, AA focus each day, each time you do it. And if you work with a partner, this will go even quicker. And so if you're working with a group, this will go so quick that you will have to go in and you'll do the Larians in mercenary tasks. There's 6 of those. And so this is it. Let's look at my setup. As I told you, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 obviously is doing Call Skeleton Mask, Decree for Blood, Necrotizing Venom, and it also pops Death Bloom. I like to keep Blood Magic once I'm down about 20%. I hit that because I want it to start having a chance to repop. So I'm using Death Bloom and Blood Magic as fast as I can, you know, Death Bloom whenever it's up. So I can stay, because what happens is I'll get through the first set of 5 and I'll start into the second set of 5, and then I may well be close to out of mana, and I'll take a little quick break to med up. And that's even rotating Death Bloom and Blood Magic. So, you know how I do it. I have my hotbar, you know, key bound. You can see the key binding. And that's the 3 key is I use for tanking to heal my pet. It'll do cascading. It'll mend companion, fortify companion, and technically it can also do the heal. The reality is I cast the heal intentionally when I want to most times. The 4 button is my Scent to Thule, but I also use it with my attack, so I don't always have to hit that. I pull with Scent, and then 5 through the equal sign. But I don't usually, I usually hit the equal sign when I need some to tap up. And Frenzy Dead, Silent Casting, Blood Magic. And then this is my burn bar. All this is bound to the number pad key. So 0 is my Feign Death. And the period next to the 0, that is my Invis. As I said, 1, 2, and 3 are all escapes of some sort. Boot. The nice thing about Fear Storm is it will now mesmerize up to 4 125 or below characters. So that's not bad if you get a bad pull. And then Levant is my get out of jail card. These are number pad 4, 5, and 6 are my crit boosters. 7 and 8 are just burn keys. I rotate through all of these, and I also even use Heretic's Twin Cast. When I'm killing my 15, I want to do as much DPS as possible. If I get a name, then I will wait for stuff to pop or just go at it. No biggie. So this is number pad. Obviously, Invis versus Undead. I hit the number pad minus, and I Invis to Undead. If I hit the period, it's my regular Invis. And to death. Got all my stuff. So those are 3 keys, 1 through equal, and the number pad key. So I basically left hand and right hand can do different things. Is there anything, active, mercenary, passive? This is my Forgive Me key. It feigns my pet, feigns me. This is a pet back off key. I don't tend to use pet back off the way a lot of people do. I will just hit pet back off, and he's like right there and out. Step Invis, another. It whisper and sends me down. That's if I want to get away from the mobs. Alt W. There's just not much else to say. I've gone over this in my other videos. You're familiar with it. Shift 2, again, death piece, and the important ones, because if I forget to shift back, if I'm hitting the 2 and 3 key, I don't want to pour it out or do something stupid. So it'll feign me, and I'll go, oh, I must have forgot to shift back to shift 1 and go at it. It's usually not a big deal. Shift 3 is my generally teleports. Again, death piece there. Gate, origin, all teleports. And 2 is more of buffs. If you have any questions, let me know. This isn't the only way to Necro, definitely, but it's my way. it's pretty much set up to let me sort of automate the process of playing of Necro. So that I don't forget too much. I don't have to spend a lot of time thinking. What's going there? Death to blood. And then dot. Dot. I should have done that. Let's just blast this guy. And I'm out. I will talk to you guys later. Hope your EverQuest adventures are going well for you. Take care.